me, all my sculptures are living beings. They are alive, they're characters, and that's probably is one of the reasons why sculpture is my intuitive medium of choice. My name is Anyuta, and I make artworks. So I make sculptures, paintings, drawings, ceramic pieces, and all the mix of those. I was born in Vladivostok. It's a city in Russia, in the very far east of Russia. And then I moved to Moscow to study art. And after I graduated, I moved to Vancouver in the end of 2008. I've been making art all my life, so it was as natural for me as breathing, so I don't remember any time I wasn't making art. Sketching is a very important part of making art, since my process is very intuitive and very subconscious. It's almost like daydreaming. The visions are like butterflies, and they just flying everywhere, and when you sketch, you almost like catch it. And now it's here, it will never like get away from you, so now it's in the book. The mobile just was a ready-made idea. I didn't have to really work on it. See, it's a molecule, but it's a teddy bear at the same time, like it's a toy. I call them my signature sculptures because they're so simple, but they're not simple. There are so many things, you know, in them combined, like a scientific or mathematical formula that could be deciphered, yeah? So the viewer can look at it and go deep into all of those levels of meaning. And that's what I like about art. I think a good piece of art is almost like a code, like a formula, which you can decipher, depending on how much you know, how much you feel. And that's the beauty of art. When I plan to make an addition of porcelain sculptures or porcelain functional objects, I have to make mold. This is my clay room. That's where I do all the ceramic work. And the beauty of using molds is that I can use the same plaster mold to make another cast, and as many as I need. So that's the actual porcelain cast, and that's what we got by pouring liquid clay into the mold. When those ceramic replicas are demolded, they have to dry first, then I put them in the kiln, which is a special oven for ceramics. And then I fire them at high temperatures, around like 1000 degrees Celsius. Firing angel, guardian. Then when they're fired first times, I can glaze them. There are some qualities about different pieces that make them either want to be on their own, just one piece, or they want to be like numbered. Like if there's the whole row of like vases, they just look good and they really enjoy that quality of slipcast pieces. Ideas come to me usually in the form of like characters, and they come with a feeling about them. So that's the first thing I sense inside. It was never creating a material piece. Yeah, this material piece was just a vessel for a character, its emotion, its story, its relationships. I like the fusion of all those fine arts, you know, high arts, maybe monumental arts, and applied arts, decorative. So I could make a sculpture of a female bunny character, and she would have a Aphrodite tilt of her head. You know, the movement was of that classical goddesses, but she was a bunny. And then finally I saw like I'm painting this classical, traditional blue ceramic, floral design on it. So it was like, oh, interesting. So now they all came into one. I think that probably that's my path, to put all these different things into one, create a balance and harmony from all those things that usually are very separated. The series about princesses and their magic kingdoms and their magical horses and pets came to life very recently. First I saw this princess in my inner vision. I'm like, princess? That's strange, like I'm not into princesses. And then I thought, well, I'm not now, but I was when I was a little girl. And I was dreaming of being a princess because I wasn't a princess in my real life. Like I was raised up in a quite strict, family. And I loved reading stories, these Russian folk tales about, they were called tsarevnas. They were princesses. They had magic powers. They were super smart and wise. And I think I wanted to have those powers. Now I create my own magical worlds. It's a very creative world where I feel like I have the most power. Now, like, nothing can limit my imagination and I can just like have fun with it. I have a series of works which I call Beastie Girls and Boys, which combine creatures that have elements of human world and animal world and some abstract elements. Like I have this character, this creature, Gazelle Girl, which is very deformed human form with elements of the, antelope, the gazelle, like antlers. She does have an attitude. And I don't know what exactly attitude, but I didn't even see her, I felt her. The character is is not from this world. It's not heavy. It's almost like sculpture, but transforming almost into lines. But for now, it's the biggest piece I've made. And I dream really that someday it will be the smallest, and I'll go just bigger and bigger. I dream and I hope that Anyuta's art, especially like large-scale art, the art is outside on the streets, will bring a special place for people to come and dream together, to come and play together. For me, art, it's a place of magic, and I totally believe that what it is for me, it is for other people. When I welcome them into my world, I welcome them to join me, to go and be free, and to go and dream and imagine and have fun.